Hey everyone, welcome to the first step in creating a smart home digital twin. In this episode, I will show you how to create a 3D model of a floor plan. I want to start by talking about Sweet Home 3D. It is a free interior design application which helps you draw the plan of your house, arrange furniture on it, and visit the results in 3D. Here are some example renders from the Sweet Home 3D library, which you can find on their website. While I really appreciate the application's ease of use, the render quality doesn't quite match my taste. So instead of Sweet Home 3D, I decided to go with SketchUp. You can build your floor plan using Sweet Home 3D, SketchUp, or any 3D software you prefer. Okay, so the very first thing you need to do is to get your actual floor plan of your home, or essentially measure it yourself. Let's get started with SketchUp. So we will create a new project and import our floor plan image. It can be a horizontal or a vertical, as long as you are comfortable drawing whichever way you prefer. And then let's change the camera to a top view. This is very important for us to help us draw on a 2D plane. Here I have a horizontal view that I had already saved and I'm unhiding. And the next step will be to create lines. This is essentially the perimeter of your floor. And then we are going to create an offset to give us this depth of the walls. And then we are going to essentially raise the walls to become in the 3D shape as such. Now that we have walls, we need to get us some furniture. So here I'm using 3D Warehouse, which has thousands of free models. Let's start by getting ourselves a dining table. So I'm gonna pick this one, download it, and essentially copy it to SketchUp. As simple as a drag and drop or import is good enough. Let's make sure that we place it properly on top of our floor plan, and we are good to go. And really admiring the detail of this model. Fantastic. You have made it to step 2, rendering your floor plan. So for renders, I am using Enscape for SketchUp, which is an amazing real-time rendering plugin. Let's continue by adding all the models that we need. Here I am adding a seating area, again downloaded from 3D Warehouse, as well as a floor, which we will be adding a carpet to later. Now let's proceed with hiding the floor plan guide so that we have a cleaner look, and also lock that layer. Now the first cool feature I want to show you in Enscape is the material library. I will get us a carpet material and apply it to the floor. So let's get a funny material that nobody uses in reality. Okay, this one looks good. Let's import that and apply it using the paint bucket. And we're good. Awesome. So next, let's add some lights, and we are going to do that from Enscape objects. And let's add this spherical light in the middle of nowhere because I have prepared already some light placements inside the lamp shades, as you can see. Awesome. So as you can notice, the lampshade fabric is quite dim. So let's add some luminosity to that. And we can achieve this by going to Enscape Material Editor, choosing the paint bucket, picking up the material, and then editing this material to become of type self-illuminated. Of course, this is a very high luminance, so we need to decrease that to become very subtle, which will give us this uh, realistic effect of a lampshade lit. Furthermore, we can also add a color tint to the self luminance, and let's pick a warm yellow, and we are done. So now that we are happy with the results, the final step is to export two renders, one with the lights on and one with the lights off. Great. So now this is how a full project can look like. As you can see, I organized my work into 3 floors. There are so many models and objects in this scene. And now let's head to the final section of this episode. I want to talk about some very important settings in Enscape, the visual settings. First, we want to make sure the rendering quality is on ultra, or as much as your computer can handle, really, or your GPU for that matter. And then we want to make sure as well that the file format is PNG and it is on transparency on, which is the alpha channel, so that the floor plan image is transparent and can match your dark mode or light mode settings in Home Assistant.